I cannot believe I just woke up with a response by FAKKU saying this in my DMs. Thanks for bringing attention to the payment processor situation. We did want to clarify that it wasn't us censoring any Japanese artists, it's being imposed upon us by payment processors. We are doing everything we can to fight back and want people to support us and not think we are censoring. And then as I continue to ask them if they have any way to fight back, alternative payment methods, they responded with this to me. We are going to make a statement about it this week. It's something we've been dealing with legally for the past few months. Yeah, we are introducing alternative payment options, and we are legitimately going to try to fight it legally in the future. So to give clarity to this, basically, FAKKU, a legal adult manga site, commented and basically clarified what's going on, why there's a lot of different works and stuff that's been getting censored on their site for a while now, and they basically said payment processors have been forcing this upon them, and for the last few months they've been looking into any way they can legally fight back and also introduce alternative payment methods. And this is actually crazy. Basically, I asked them if it was okay if I could share these images. They said it was okay that I could break this news to all of you guys, and so I am the first one talking about this. This is brand new information. Nobody else knows about this. They said I could talk about it, so let's just get right into it. So, FAKKU, if you don't know who they are a legal adult manga site in the West, or in the United States. You could purchase adult manga and stuff, and basically, I've not been aware of them for a very long time. I think many people have been in the manga community is probably aware of their brand name. I feel like a lot of people recognize them. And for the last few years, they have definitely gotten themselves into a bit of controversy. I'm not gonna, try to sugarcoat it. I'm gonna just be completely transparent here. There's been a lot of people that do not like FAKKU because there's been a lot of content on their site that has been removed and just completely censored. Different tags completely removed. And from my knowledge, I believe there was a lack of transparency. Correct me if I'm wrong, anyone in the comments, but the point of the matter is that there was a lot of censorship on FAKKU's site. And now we fast forward to the current era in 2026. Everybody is becoming more aware of why there's just so much censorship of Japanese artists, Japanese manga, anime in general, because of payment processors. And so if we look at the paper trail with what's been happening with, let's say, Patreon back in 2017, 2018, and stuff even prior to that, to where we're at now, it's very obvious that payment processors probably have something very much to do with FAKKU removing a lot of the different tags and stuff on their site. And so we fast forward to today. Censorship is getting a lot worse. Payment processors are not even trying to hide their blatant censorship and overall stranglehold they have on just payments in general. And so it's really causing a lot of damage to freedom of expression within art, artistic freedom in general. And so basically FAKKU recently had some controversy pop up in the last 24 hours where Japanese artists started speaking out that they were trying to release their series legally on FAKKU's site, and then it was straight up denied. And then when they asked about why it was denied because payment processors said no. So it wasn't FAKKU, the site that has legal adult manga on it, that's legal in the United States. It was payment processors saying, no, you cannot have it on the site. So this is one very big example, complete mask-off moment, that we finally have a company straight up saying it like it is. They're not trying to hide it behind, closed doors. They straight up say, yeah, card companies straight up said, no, you cannot have this on the site. That is why it is not being allowed. And so FAKKU now is trying to seek a legal team to basically fight back against this, alongside of making alternative payment methods. This is honestly insane news, because they have garnered quite a bit of a record, as I've already briefly touched upon, in the last few years, where people have kind of turned against them. Now, I do need to address the elephant in the room, though. There is always a chance that FAKKU, the reason why they're even being open about this right now, is to be able to save face and be able to build back up their reputation that's been tarnished for the last few years. Now, I'm not saying they're lying about payment processors and they haven't been restricting them, and most likely, 100%, well, almost 100%, I'm 99% certain that it was payment processors that caused a lot of different tags and stuff on their site to be removed. But the point here is that they have gotten quite a bad reputation in the last few years. A lot of people have turned their backs on FAKKU, don't want to use them anymore because of that type of reputation. And so you can look at this situation of them trying to fight back legally as a way to save their reputation, to allow the public to be more on their side and maybe retain what they used to be years ago before they started removing a bunch of tags and stuff off their site. And so if FAKKU, if there's any representative that is watching this video, I'm just going to say this. You want to do goodwill to the community and get more people on your side. The tags that were removed, the fictional tags, it's not real, put them back on your platform. Once you introduce alternative payment methods, people that won't try to force you to censor content, allow other tags, controversial tags like the hypnosis tag, different like tags that are just icky and problematic to a lot of different people that can't separate fiction from reality, put that stuff back on the platform. The reason why this would build a nice bridge and good like community, it'll allow artists and creators in adult manga to be able to see that your platform allows this and you will fight for them. And so if you want to win back a community, you know, instead of just saying you're doing something, and I believe you are going to be doing something, also do that. Introduce an alternative payment method and allow that. Allow creators to put different tags on there that you removed years ago. If you do that, then I'm willing to bet you would get massive support. There would be so many people that would instantly support you if you do something like that. It would be very controversial, and to be fair, you will get backlash from a lot of crazy people, unhinged people that cannot separate fiction from reality. But if you do, I promise you there is a lot more people that remain silent and don't say anything that will support you. There is a lot of people that remain silent but will silently support you. And I will say, do what's right. Make it right to the creators that have been removed off the site and stuff already years ago. Do them right. If you do that, I promise you, this would be a massive win for you. You guys could be like the helm, the leading chargeman of like, basically fighting back against payment processors and censorship. I think it would be a big deal. That is my advice to you, FAKKU, if any of you that are representative of them watch this video. But I will leave it at that. I wanted to break this news to everybody because this is incredible. Like, absolutely incredible news. I hope that this does go somewhere. I hope this is not just talk. I hope that they are looking for alternative methods because this is a massive victory for creative expression. Like, it's huge. But I will leave it at that. I love you guys. Be safe. Stay healthy. Chibi out.